It's the story of triplets. I've learned to stop saying three triplets. That was a little redundant. And they are identical brothers. It's a journal format. They each have an opportunity to address their siblings. And in this section that I'm reading now, the character who is speaking, his name is Adrian, and he is talking about an experience at his restaurant that he owns in Copenhagen. A gay priest is presiding over a burial, and he suddenly has a crisis of faith. He can't decide if God is divine or simply fabulous. Autumn arrives abruptly in Copenhagen, not like the leisurely onset we enjoyed growing up in Sydney. There are no warnings in Denmark, not like the flare of colors on the leaves of the maple trees around Cape Breton, followed by the long sleep of winter to follow. I often emerge from my winter somnolence, a season out of beat, to greet a wasted spring long fled. Like a wasp in winter, awakened by the teasing promise of a sunny day, called forth to greet the spring while the chill winds of February temporarily part their drapes of bitter cold. The wasp bastes its wings, and at the moment of virgin flight, the sun sets and February snickers as the eager and premature wasp perishes within a shroud of frost. I am like that wasp, only it is autumn and not winter. All the inhibited energy that nourished me through a lazy and indifferent spring and summer siesta wants to break free. Around me, the people who populate my days grumble and pull their collars around their necks, guarding against the bite of the night as darkness uncoils day by day like a long black snake. Already, some of my staff at the restaurant are sniffling with premature colds, dragging their feet around the kitchen. But autumn has always been a time of renewal for me. I look forward to this season to get busy with life, as if the darkening days are horse blinders, forcing me to go forth, onward, not to be distracted by the lethargy along the sidelines. I grasp it and sally forth to take a chance to try new ideas, like this journal, allowing me to find the courage within its pages to remember and finish what I need to say before the winter settles in and I forget, before the wasp closes its wings, deaf to the world around it. I don't think I ever mentioned it, but the restaurant I own in Copenhagen is called the Little Supper. We often serve exotic meat and fish dishes. Now get this. Last week, the frozen carcass of a 7-foot American alligator arrived at the back door, and it required the assistance of the entire kitchen staff to carry it into the cooler from the delivery truck. After reading about your experience at the train store, Cameron, I was inclined to donate the beast to the food bank. This popular alligator had an elongated and armored body with a muscular flat tail, and the rounded snout was long, with nostrils at the end to allow for breathing while the body was underwater. The meat from an alligator has a delicate, high-grain quality about it, high in protein and low in calories and fat unless you fry it. The tail is the favored meat, and my chefs decided to barbecue the tail in 3/4-inch thick steaks. It was seasoned with rosemary and black and cayenne peppers, and then tenderized in diluted coconut milk for several hours. What can I say? It tasted divine.